Hello friends, this is CA Rahul Ranka. I've been teaching company secretary students since last almost 6 years, and based on various requests received from different students from different parts of India, I'm uploading this video wherein I'm going to discuss the pattern of the company accounts and auditing paper of your CS executive. So CS executive, company accounts and auditing, the question paper pattern we are going to discuss. In the coming videos, we are also going to discuss some of the important topics for this particular paper so that we are well prepared in writing the examination. Okay friends, so we have this paper called as company accounts and auditing. Now in this paper we have part A, which will give you 70 marks, and you know this is about your accounts. So that's going to be your part A, 70 marks of accounts. In this we have question number 1, which will have A, B, C, D and E. Each question of 5 marks. Each question of 5 marks. And the total is 25 marks. Now each of this, like this one is going to be theory, this is going to be theory, this is also going to be theory, and this is most likely practical, and this is definitely a practical question. So that's your question number 1. Right? Now moving to question number 2. In question number 2, we will have A, B, C, D and E. Just like your question number 1. And in this we are going to have 3 marks each. So each bit is going to carry 3 marks. And the first one could be theory, it could be theory, it could be theory, it could be theory or practical, and the last one is going to be practical, and the total will be 15 marks. There are no choices given in the entire paper. The only thing is you have internal choice. That is, you can either go for question number 2 or you have question number 2A. Now in question number 2A, we have small 1, small 2 and small 3. Each 5 marks, and the total will be 15 marks. Now either you go for question number 2 or you go for question number 2A. Any one, that's an internal choice, either 2 or 2A. Now 2, if you see question number 2, there are smaller questions and most of them are theory. But if you see question number 2A, it's going to be a theory, a practical question. So more of practical here and less of theory. And the otherwise round is in question number 2, where you have more theory and less practical. So it depends on what comfort zone you are into. You're more comfortable with theory, I think you can go for question number 2. And if you're more comfortable with practical, you can go for question number 2A. So that was question number 2 or 2A. That's an internal choice here. And then we have question number 3. Question number 3. Now this question number 3 consists of A, B and C. This question number 3 consists of A, B and C, each of 5 marks. And the total 15 marks. Now this question number 3 is in all probability going to be only practical question. So that's your question number 3. In all probability is going to be question number 3 is going to be all practical. And then you have question number 4, which is consisting of A and B. Only 2 parts, 8 marks and 7 marks. Again the total is 15 marks, but the weightage of each bit is more here, 8 and 7, and both are again going to be practical. So this is about your theory, the accounts part A, where you have question number 1, which is of 25 marks, and then you have 2 or 2A, and then you have, which is any either of one, giving you 15 marks. Question number 3, 15 marks. Question number 4, 15 marks. So that gives you a total of 70 marks, right? And then we have practical questions also. Auditing also, which is part B. Now part B is basically your auditing. Now part B is basically your auditing. In this auditing, you have question number 5. You have A, B and C, each of 5 marks. Total is 15 marks. You have question number 6 or 6A. Choice is yours. Either go for question 6 or 6A. It's like an internal choice here. Question number 6 or 6A. Again, in either of these questions, you will have A, B and C, 3 parts. Each will give you 5 marks. That's totaling to 15. Either 6 or 6A in terms of format, both are same. You go for 6 or 6A, each will have ABC 3 parts, so 5 marks each, so total 15 marks. So auditing in all will give you 13 marks. That's your audit. And accounts will give you 70 marks, consisting right from question number 1, 25 marks, question number 2, 15 marks, 2 or 2A, and question number 3, 15 marks, question number 4, 15 marks. So that's 70 marks of accounts and 30 marks of auditing. So that was the question paper pattern. In the next class, in the next video, I'm just going to tell you some of the important topics in this particular paper of CS Executive, Company Accounts and Auditing. Until then, saying you bye. This is CA Rahul Ranka.